Hey guys, it's Charlie. It is July 27th, Monday. I want to talk a little bit about fatigue. You know, I've spoken to a few of you personally and also through correspondence where the feeling of fatigue is certainly being brought to my attention. What I mean by that is people who are awake in this community trying to do what they can to wake people up are just getting burnt out because they feel like nothing's changing. And I just want to point out something that, you know, it might feel that way. You might feel like you're being beat down because, you are up against absolute insurmountable odds, it would seem like. You have a corporatocracy that is running this country. You have corruption at almost every level of government. You're being lied to by the mainstream media, it seems, almost at every turn. It is a corporate-owned media structure. You do have to disseminate the truth through all the fluff that comes your way, but you're doing it. You know, every one of you that takes a video, maybe not mine, maybe someone else is on YouTube, maybe Dimcad, maybe Warren Pollock's videos, and you send it to a friend or a family member. Every single one of you that does that, you are waking people up. You know, and you don't know how valuable you are in this community. Even if you just watch these videos and comment, or listen to the radio show and get in the chat room and comment, you don't realize the value of individuals, because we've been made to believe that individuals in this country are virtually meaningless. It's all about the group think, the party think. You know, I'm a lefty, I'm a righty, I'm a Dem, I'm a Republican. That's garbage. We are the people of this nation. And we need to express ourselves through YouTube, through radio, through chat rooms, and do all we can do to keep waking people up. And I understand it feels like it's a slow burn, because it is a slow burn. You know, the collapse has occurred. The slow burn was instituted in the form of covering up the financial collapse that has now infected the whole world. But the slow burn at some point is going to turn into a flash fire, a raging wildfire. And somebody has to be the one crying out in the wilderness, look, this is coming. Corruption is rampant. We're being lied to at every turn. They're underestimating the severity of the condition in the Gulf of Mexico, underestimating the severity of the condition in our economy, underestimating the severity of the condition of civil unrest in this country. You're not going to know the truth, the vast majority of the public, until it's right in front of their face. So you're the one who is the one crying in the wilderness. You're the one who is sending the videos or sending the comments or sending text messages to your friends and family saying, look at this news article, look at this website. You guys are more important now than ever before. And keep in mind, a couple short years ago, we had a couple hundred people in this community. You know, a year ago, we had several thousand in this community. Today, we have hundreds of thousands of people in this community. Guys, like I mentioned before, Warren, Dimcad, you know, you add up all the video views from their presentations, and you're talking in the millions of people waking up to reality. And it's because of people like you who view these videos, who pass them out, who keep it going, who make them viral. So if you're feeling fatigued and you're feeling frustrated, I get it. You know what? Nobody probably understands as much as I do how much of a burden it can be sometimes to have your head in reality. I understand. Take a step back. Take a weekend off where you don't turn on a television or a radio or a computer, and re-energize and recharge. But don't give up the fight, because reality is coming. There's going to be unfortunately too many people who are prepared mentally for what's coming down the road. Remember, the collapse has occurred. The papering over is the slow burn. The wildfire's coming. So keep up the fight. You know, be encouraged that it grows, even with, you know, something like the Tea Party being co-opted and hijacked. That grassroots momentum is still out there. This community is still growing. So don't give up hope, and don't bow out, because you are awake. We need you now. Your family members who think you're nuts for saying these kind of things need you now more than ever before. All right, that's all I got.